Hello, everyone. It's Kirk from The Next Level Now. You know, my dad had a very good friend when he went through the chiropractic college, and I got to meet the gentleman at a chiropractic convention once. I hadn't even entered chiropractic college at the time. But my dad told me the backstory on this guy that he had gone through the chiropractic college, had graduated, and never once practiced a day as a chiropractor. And you could tell when you looked at this gentleman that there was just something about him that said he's defeated. He was the same age as my dad, but I remember he had that slumped over, beaten down by life look about him. And I can remember thinking at the time, and I've thought it many times since then, what in the world happens to people? What happens where they get beaten down like that so badly that life passes them by? What makes people do that? Because we all go through those kinds of defeats. We all go through those types of things where things go wrong. But even as you walk down the street, you can just tell by looking at people that life has given them a beating and they just are not going to get up this time. They're just beaten back. What is it that happens to people that way? What is it then that other people can go through the same experiences and get back up and bounce up to the top? I believe a lot of that stems from the level of commitment that people have in an attempt to succeed. You know, coming up with the plan on how to succeed is pretty easy. We all can have a plan. The question is more, do we have the commitment to stay with that plan? The great Henry Ford is quoted as having said, whether you think you can or whether you think you cannot, either way, you're exactly right. It's a mindset. It's accepting the fact that you took a loss, you took the heat, you got knocked down, but you're going to learn from it. You're going to not take it personally. You're going to look at it as a lesson. This is a gift. How can I overcome this problem? And it's when we do that that we find ourselves jumping up into that rarefied air, that area where Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, the greats, the GOATs, the greatest of all time live, because they learned how to do this. And it's a mindset. And you can do it as well as I can do it, because we have both felt that beat down feeling that we've gotten as we've taken those hits, as we've taken those just terrible, terrible disappointments. And yet you find a way, and that is your level of commitment. And I know you can do it because I've done it. There's been things that have gone on in my life that are so devastating you're not sure you ever even want to get up. The loss of a son to a drug overdose, the loss of your parents. All of these things are horrible. But yet at the same time, your level of commitment becomes an obsession. I won't let it beat me. You can't beat me. I'm getting back up and I'm going to do it and I'm going to make it. If these types of ideas and these types of thoughts are things that work for you, if they resonate with you, please follow us on The Next Level Now. Go to our YouTube channel where you can catch more of these types of videos. That's where these guys are all going to live now. Follow Tamika Thomas on her Facebook page. Tamika has a little different spin on things as we look at it. She's more on a spiritual, emotional communication level than I am. I'm more of a let's follow this path because my background has been in science for all these years, so that's kind of how I approach things. But we're looking at growing our program, adding new things. Tamika has coming up this coming Saturday. I believe that's the 13th, 14th, somewhere in there. This coming Saturday, she's starting a deep dive boot camp on how to learn how to formulate a 3 to 4 minute speech in less than 3 minutes. Learn how to articulate what's on your mind, think it through, and spit it out. And it's that type of thinking, it's that type of education that's going to put you in that air that says, you can't beat me. All right, guys, thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.